The house, take me, the house at the bay. Okay. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 16 of Legend of Zelda Link's Awoke. So anyway, on the last time with Link's Awoke, we went through the Angler's Tunnel and got past the Angler Fish and got ourselves the next instrument of the siren, the Surf Harp. A harp that reminds the listener of the waves. You know, I'm starting to think that the instrument of the 8 instruments of the sirens really have to do with something like, you know, water. I'm not sure why, but it is reminding me of water, like more and more by the day. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're going to remind ourselves of water, but also we're going to take this random ghost back to the house, because that's what we have to do. You know, at some point, you can take little Mr. Ghost along if you want to, but personally, you'd rather just get rid of the dude, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, just get rid of him, that'll be great. The closest place to the house is Martha's Bay. So go ahead, pick up your new warp song, and warp over to Martha's Bay. We actually been to this place before in order to pick up a secret seashell, but there was really no point or purpose of going here. But now that we have a purpose, here, enter my house. We have a purpose. I'm actually wondering, does the ghost actually do anything to enemies? I'm wondering. No? Okay, you just sort of tag along. Okay, that's fine. You don't really have to do anything. You don't really have to do anything. That's fine. And you're just a constant reminder of take me to the house at the bay, yeah? Okay. I wonder how you'll react to people. Thank you again! That was yummy! Yeah, you don't react to people at all. That's okay. There's a ghostly apparition. There's like a dead person just floating around here, but otherwise that's yeah. Okay. House, in we go. Nostalgia unchanged. Boo-hoo. Enough, cemetery. Take me, my grave. Just as a reminder, you can get a secret seashell that's around here. The closest warp point where we need to go is Monbo's Pond, which is actually a warp point that's opened up should you get Monbo's Mambo. Monbo's Mambo. I need to learn how to say words. Thank you. A jar for you. Put something inside. Bye-bye. Well, that was pointless. We got a fairy bottle! Seriously, why did we have to take this ghost into his grave again? I mean, I know it's supposed to be a sad moment, but really, this moment really only lasts like 10 minutes, and the ghost didn't do jack, and he just showed up out of nowhere, and he just was like, hey, take me to the house, take me to my grave. Seriously, what was the point of that? Owl, can you tell me what the point of the ghost was? Or are you here to tell me the obvious? Hoot! It has been some time since our paths crossed, lad. You must dive into the waters of Martha's Bay to enter the catfish's maw. The closer you get to the windfish, the more restless he sleeps. Carry onward! Hoot! See, even the owl knows what's more important. Yeah, really, I honestly don't get what the whole point of that whole thing is. I mean, it's supposed to be like a cute little moment, but when did this ghost show up? When? Like, why does he show up? He just shows up out of nowhere. And that house was clearly there for that set piece and nothing more. And a seashell. And, you know, it's supposed to get you a bottle, which is great. But why did they insert that into the main plot? I don't understand. Anyway, the Buzz Blob. You spray magic powder on them, and that's your opportunity to attack them, of course. But more importantly, you can actually talk to them. I'm a changed blob, and that's not all I have to say. Now that I have lips, I fantasize about playing one of those island songs on the flute. There are 3 hot local hits. All 3 of those blobby blops are magic, literally. If no other tool will do the job, pull one out of those songs that you get stuck on your head or in your head. I don't care. So by spraying magic powder on the Buzz Blob, you can change them into an enemy called Kookmen. Kook spelled like this. And you know how, you know the information that the Buzz Blobs were like a name, like a different name for something was something like a euphemism or whatever? That's actually wrong that I actually amended a few times actually. Or amended when we went through the color dungeon, I think. In German, when you actually change them into Kookman, they say something in German like, "Give me your juice, I'll give you mine." Like, seriously, that is a translation waiting to happen and waiting to be iconic for all the wrong reasons. It's something. It's definitely something, the old Link's Awakening is. I don't know if they kept that for the game's German version for this particular remake, but if they did, how the heck did they get away with it? And if not, then oh well, they didn't get away with it. Nintendo clearly has changed. All the times have changed to be a Nintendo geek. But anyway, regardless, we actually have the flippers now, so that means we can swim. We can finally swim at our own leisure. And whenever you're on whenever you're in deep water, you can indeed dive down under by pressing the B button. So that's cool. And you can finally swim places. And that gives you the opportunity to discover even more things than you ever could have done before. So, once again, this will be a collection type video where we collect pieces of heart and whatever else we can get, utilizing our brand new bright and shiny flippers. Once again, I feel bad for this particular Link, because this is the same Link that exists in the Link to the Past universe. And the other 2D Zeldas, in that Link can't swim without shoes. Yeah, Link can't swim without shoes, which is bizarre, but you know, it is what it is. You can now actually jump down here and go into this cave, I think, because no, this is just where Mambo is. I think it's actually over to the right. And yes, you have to go all the way around the Tal Tal mountain range just to get over here. Unless there was another way that I was missing. In which case, I'll definitely have that marked on my calendar. In fact, I probably should have just gone there. And done all that instead of just being absolutely unnecessary and just going all around. But anyway, over here, piece of heart. Very easy to get to. Nothing more complicated than that. Blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, I definitely could have just gone over here instead of being extra and going to the Tal Tal mountain range. I am just feeling extra tonight. Next up, warp over to Martha's Bay using the Ocarina song. And make sure you avoid all of those Zoras and whatnot. And now with these flippers, you can dive down here and get yourself yet another piece of heart. Once again, very simple to get these. You can get a whole lot of heart pieces just from getting the flippers alone. But that also means you also have dangers to avoid in the water. These are the Zoras. Those little green imp creatures. Imp water creatures. Yeah. Remember in the 3D universe where they were all like, you know, more like mer people? No, forget all that. They hide in the water and they'll spit fireballs. And the only way to attack them is from land. Anyway, over there is where we need to go in order to get to the next dungeon. But until we collected everything, no, absolutely not. We're not going to do that. Hey, baby, how you doing? When I was swimming in the bay, the waves took away a very important necklace from around my neck. If you find it, I'll let you take a scale from my tail. Ooh, it's going to be worth it. So she is part of the trading quest, which obviously we're going to take care of, you know, in a little bit, you know, a little bit later. You know, patience is key. Patience is always the key when you're dealing with the trading quests like I am personally. Anyway, I believe our next piece of heart is actually over here. Yes, it is. Okay. So you need both the flippers and the Pegasus boots for this one. Because over there, you can't get that piece of heart unless you dive down. Simple. Simple as that. And now we have 12 hearts. And that's actually bringing us to our very next one, which is, just in case I didn't mention it already, and I know I already forgot since it's been like a hot minute since I've actually recorded anything. Marin will be here in the animal village for the time being. Just listening, or rather just singing to the animals who are totally absorbed by Marin's song. So there we go. There is Marin right there. And once again, this will bring us to the next bit on our trading quest journey. I wonder if I can actually make this. No, I can't. But I can actually make it from over here to there. Because our next piece of heart is actually over here. So I believe down here there was an area that we couldn't really get to because we didn't have the flippers, but now we can. In fact, here it is. Piece of heart. That's our 5th one for today. Really making progress in our pieces of heart collecting. Once you get those item temples, make sure you get those pieces of heart. Believe me, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed in the fact that you can get a lot of pieces of heart. And basically, a guaranteed heart container from all that. For real. Do all that. Please. I love getting rupees from money. I love getting rupees from money. Wow. I love getting rupees from grass. Anyway. We're gonna get a couple... Oh, God. We're gonna get a couple more things here. But first, hey, old man. Hey, old man. Do you have a thing for us and a new voice for me? Oi, it's Orino. The catfish's mouth is wide open. That sounds like a great place to dive. Boy, creek. Yeah, that sounds like a good place for a dive, man. In fact, this is probably like the shortest gap of like dungeons we've seen yet. Like immediately upon getting the flippers, you can actually go to the catfish's maw absolutely no problem. Although I'm not entirely sure if that's even a thing. Anyway, I'm over here because right next to this owl statue, you can find yourself a secret seashell. And I, of course, will mark that as per usual. Because we're jumping around all over the place. Now, there's technically some more seashells that we can get in areas that we haven't been to. But that will be like sequence breaking a little bit because, well, not really sequence breaking, but there will be story related stuff that will happen here, you know, eventually, because Link's Awakenings just be like that, where every place is important in Link's Awakening. But since we can get these right now, I might as well just knock them out of the way. Hoot! There are two shrines, one to the north, the other to the south. First, head south where the ancient ruins speak of the windfish. You will learn much there. Ooh, like what the windfish looks like? Ooh. Interesting. But anyway, we're just getting these last few seashells that are right here. Because in this area, it's not named yet. These are the ancient ruins. So we will be able to go here for story purposes, you know, another time. But for right now, we're just here to collect seashells and nothing more than that. Imagine if you have the red suit on. The red mail on from the color dungeon. And, you know, you have basically quadruple the power. In fact, I'm basically going to say, like, in between, you know, in between, like, dungeons after the next one, we're probably going to do that, where we just switch over to the red mail, I suppose. Anyway, over here is another secret seashell for you to get. Which, once again, we shall mark on our thing. But, more importantly, there is one more secret seashell that we can get here. And navigating this can get a little bit tough. Especially considering the fact that most of these statues will come to life. These are new enemies. These are Armos. In the Zelda series, these statues will move the second that some idiot touches them. And thankfully, Link is that idiot. But you can push him back with the power of your sword. And then some, you know, and then some. But anyway, we're here for a secret seashell. And we have to get through these Armos in order to, well, get that very seashell. And you touch this Armos, and it'll move out of the way. And with that, we have another one. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. After getting more hearts and more money, oh no. Oh no. This will be our last seashell. And I just realized what I did. I freaking lied about the fact that, you know, the last time we would see the trending game would be the first one, but apparently I get information wrong all the time. Believe me, I do. I'm sorry. And that was like really easy. Practice took me like forever. No. I don't want to challenge again, please. So the more dungeons you complete throughout the game, the more prizes you'll get in the trendy game. And that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate because I have to play this thing over and over and over again. And then like basically check after every dungeon just to see what's new and all that. And I'm like, no, please God. Please God, no. Alright. So with that all said, we are all done here. So, on the next time with Link's Awakening, we do some more collection things. We'll probably try to make a little bit more progress in the trading quest. We'll just see what happens. So, I will indeed see you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and